Happy Halloween, everyone. You can see I have a bunny hat on. It's actually really warm. Has mittens. My 12-year-old sister gave me this hat. She knows I love bunnies. See its face? And since today is Halloween, I thought I would wear this during my video because this is the closest thing I'm coming to a costume, people. So, lots to talk about today. Life stuff, stitching, haul, holy mother friggin' haul. I got in so much this week and I didn't really remember some of it. But more on that because that's coming to an end. So I guess I will talk about life first. Just when I think nothing can surprise me, wait a minute, I'm going to try to move this closer. Okay. That life can't, I'm so sorry, I'm shaking. That life can't surprise me, it does. So normal work week, although my aunt is in the hospital. So Tuesday, I drove my mom up to the hospital. It was like a 40-minute ride and she didn't want to drive by herself. So that's kind of going on. My aunt is not doing really well. She has liver disease. Her kidneys aren't working. She fell and broke her leg. So that was the whole reason she's in the hospital and it's pretty bad. So we went and saw her. Thursday, I had an appointment for my yearly mammogram. Now, I'm the kind of person that as soon as I turned 40, I scheduled those appointments. I go to the dentist to get a cleaning every 6 months. I get a physical every year. I do that kind of stuff. Now, do I take care of myself in other ways like eating properly and exercising? No. And I'm going to start doing that because, just a little bit of a tangent, my body hurts. I think I'm in like some sort of state of inflammation or something, sitting at the computer all day. But I know when I ate better, and I ate better a couple months ago and I lost like 15 pounds and I felt better. So I need to get back doing that. It's really, really important. Anyway, Thursday I go for the mammogram and I don't have large breasts. It hurts. Women, you know this, right? So I love the doctor that I go to. The appointment was at 2:30 in the afternoon and I kind of didn't get too much work done and it was the Thursday, so not a huge deal. So I told my husband, after the appointment, I'm going to stop at Walmart. I need to get coffee because I got a pumpkin spice coffee this week. It basically tasted like water. I get dark roast coffee, need to get coffee. And I wanted to get some Better Homes and Gardens tarts for my tart warmer since Walmart is the only place I've ever found them. So he was going to be home before I was going to be home because he gets home like 3:30 and I knew I was not going to be home at that time. After the appointment in Walmart and all that. So I go to the appointment and they have you change into a robe and then they call you back. So they do the first set of pictures and normally that's all I go through. The first set of pictures, you change, the doctor calls you in, she reads it right there. The assistant, I don't know what they're called, she said, well, have a seat, the doctor's going to look it over, make sure everything's okay, and then we'll let you know when you can get changed. So they come back out and she says, well, we need to get some pictures on your right side. Okay. I'm thinking that they didn't turn out because sometimes it just doesn't turn out and so the doctor can't see things clearly. Excuse me. So we take more pictures of my right side. So then I go back in again and I sit down. Now, like 5 minutes later, the nurse or whoever it is comes out and says, the doctor wants to do an ultrasound. Well, right then I'm like, something is wrong. The doctor must see something because I've been going for like 4 years and I've never had an ultrasound. So the doctor does the ultrasound herself, which is cool. So I go back and she says that she actually found something worrisome. So she does the ultrasound. She shows me there's a spot on my right breast. And she's like, you've always had like an area like that, which I don't really know what that means. But she said this time it looks different and it has like striations off of it, so like branches coming off of it, which apparently is not a good thing. So I'm a little stunned, sitting there, and I'm half naked. So she tells me to get dressed, come in her office. So we sit there, and she's like, you have to come back in for a biopsy, where they put a needle in and take samples, and then you get the results in 2 days. Because I said, well, what does the striations mean? She says, it could be cancer. I did not know what to say. Okay, what am I going to say? So they only do their biopsies on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this Thursday at 3:15, I have to go in for a biopsy. Now, of course, I leave the place. And let me go back. When I was sitting in the waiting room, my mom had called me to give me an update on my aunt. And so I kind of had to cut her off because I only talked to her for like 2 minutes and they called me back. So I said, okay, I will call you back when I get out of the appointment. I told her what I was doing because she goes to the same place for a mammogram. So I'm kind of in a daze when I go in the car. And when I sit down in the car, I think to myself, I have to call my husband. I have to call my husband and tell him they found something. I could seriously have cancer. Because I know if I don't tell him on the phone, if I walk in the house, I'm going to be like a mess. I'm just going to lose it, right? So I think I'm going to be okay when I call him. No. So I call him first. And as soon as I hear his voice, because he's like, hey, baby, yeah, he's all happy, I just start crying. And so I tell him, and of course he's upset. And he's like, well, I'm coming with you. And I said, the doctor actually advised against that. He's like, I don't effing care. I'm coming. Okay. So I talk to him for a few minutes, tell him I'm going to go to Walmart, all that. I hang up with him and I'm like, now I got to call my mom back. Because I'm like that. If I say I'm calling you back, I'm calling you back. So I'm so glad though that I called my husband first and got being upset out of my system, because when I called my mom and I told her, I wasn't upset. So I talked to her for like half an hour. So yeah, I seriously could have cancer, which I just, you think that it's never going to happen to you, right? You hear people, 1 in 3 people get it in their lifetime. You just never think that it is going to be you. So this Thursday, if you can keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Now, I won't have the results until 2 days after that, which I don't know if that means Friday or Monday, because boy, be a shitty fucking weekend having to wait for those results, right? But I don't know. So, okay. So after I go to the appointment, I call everybody. I'm sitting in my car. I'm going to Walmart. Life's got to go on, right? And I want the damn coffee because I've had headaches all week and I'm thinking, Christ, it's probably because I didn't have no damn caffeine because I bought light roast coffee and I drink dark roast. So I go to Walmart. And I get the coffee. Oh, I forgot the pants. I posted a picture on Instagram. Abby, I bought a pair of pajama pants, Hello Kitty. Oh my God, they're like the softest things I've ever owned. So yeah, I was like in shock, sort of, walking through Walmart. And I probably could have bought a whole lot more stuff, but I didn't. So I'm going to try to scoot this closer. I feel like I'm so far away. So, oh my God, I'm sorry. I have needle minders down here and they're sticking together. So I had to get toothpaste. There, that's better. Toothpaste. And I had the pajama pants and I had the coffee. So we have a new Walmart in our area. It's a lot closer than the other one, which means it's more crowded. So I get in line. Now, I only have like 4 things. So I'm going to get in the express line. Now, my husband and I, we're a magnet. We are a magnet for someone paying in pennies or someone having 8 transactions or I don't know what. Usually, literally, I will get in the longest line I see. Because if I get in the shortest line, it's the kiss of death. But there's only one express line at Walmart. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm getting in this line. So up at the register is a woman and her son, and she's currently, now when I step in line, she's currently trying to pay. So keep that in your head. In front of me directly, because there's like 3 other people in front of me, not counting the woman that's paying. So the person in front of me is a mother and her son. And I don't know if it was because I just heard I might have cancer or I don't know what, but they irritated the piss out of me. Talking about cell phones and they're going in the water, and she's like, where's your other one? Why? I mean, loud too. Like everyone could hear them talking. They were talking. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, please get me out of this line. 10 minutes go by and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? The woman's trying to swipe her card, then put it in the chip thing, or finally it comes to light that she can't pay. Like she doesn't have money on the card. And this is where I was the most shocked out of my entire day, besides the diagnosis, of course. The woman in front of me that was annoying me, she went and paid that woman's bill. She just walked right up there and said, I'll get it. I had a different view of that woman. So that kind of taught me a little lesson about judging people. I was floored because they kept right on talking after that, and they didn't annoy me because I was like, oh my God, she just went and paid for that woman's bill. Didn't even know her. I don't know how much it was, but it probably wasn't cheap because she had a bunch of bags. My mouth hanging open. Oh my God. So, yeah. And I saw the first Harry Potter movie on Saturday. I loved it. Oh my God. I don't know how I haven't seen these movies. I loved it. I want to be a wizard. I want to do magic. That's plain and simple. So I have the other 6 to watch, obviously. But oh my God, it made me want to pull out my Harry Potter piece and start working on it. Because now I know half the characters, right? And Professor McGonagall, oh my God, she is the grandmother from Downton Abbey. Holy hell. So, loved that. 2.5 hours though. Crap, right? Yeah, so I'm looking forward very much to seeing the other 6 movies. Okay, now that I've talked for 12 minutes about myself, let's get into some stitching. So, what has gone on in the stitching community this week that has given me pause or caught my eye? Actually, not a lot. You guys have behaved yourselves this week. So good for you, right? Okay, the one thing that really made me laugh. Someone posted on Stitch Mania that Needleworker's Delight, aka Silk Weaver, was having a 25% off sale, and that they emptied their PayPal account with no regrets. Oh, honey, you're going to have regrets. Maybe not. Maybe they'll get lucky. No. And there was a bunch of comments under it. I think I even commented, about my experience. So that gave me a laugh. I literally laughed out loud at that. How convenient that they're having a 25% off sale. No. I don't care if it's a 90% off sale. I'll never order from them again. Okay. Ari TM, who did the Alice in Wonderland Quaker, she released her Wizard of Oz Quaker this week, and I'm going to insert a picture right here of it. Of course, I ordered that. And when I ordered that, I went ahead and ordered Alice in Wonderland too, because I didn't have that. And I'm going to be doing the Stitch from Stash starting tomorrow officially. So, yeah, I decided I wanted those in my collection. Fix my hair around this thing. It's like I have wings. I'm going to fly away. Okay, needle minders. Lizzie Kate has partnered with a company called Quilt Dots. I hope I have that company name right. To make needle minders of pictures of her popular designs. I was intrigued. Love needle minders. I own like 150 of them. I counted over the weekend. So I go to the Quilt Dots website. of all, they are 1-inch pins. And I'm going to hold up a 1-inch pin because I have one that I made. This Queen of Halloween one is a 1-inch pin. And I'm trying to give you like something to judge. Oh, okay. I measured it today. It's a little bit bigger than a nickel, like a tiny, tiny bit. They are $12 a piece. Nope. Whole lot of nope on that. I saw that price and I said, are they crazy? Who's going to pay $12 for a nickel size needle minder? Not me. I'm not buying any of those. I like 2 of them. Nope. And that's not even counting shipping. No. Okay. Now that was all that came to my eye about the stitching community. So, like I said, you guys behaved yourselves. No shenanigans. Not really. Nobody cutting anybody's project. Nobody going cuckoo. Okay. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, I could begin with, I will begin with this. A couple days ago, or I should say last week, someone contacted me on Instagram and said their mom does project bags and she has a Facebook page and an Etsy store. And would I do a review of her bags if she sent me one? Hell yeah! If any of you making something and you want to send it to me for free to have me review it, by all means, I will give you my address. Now, you know how I love project bags. Her mother watches my videos, so knows the stuff that I love. So I went on her page and picked out a bag pattern that I liked. And this is the one that I picked out. I got it in the mail Saturday. So, I'm sorry I'm reaching. Okay, this is the one I picked out. And it has my current project that I'm starting. Doctor Who. Yeah, never seen an episode of that show either. But like that. I like the purple and the green. And this is a pretty good size bag. And I love the clear cover because all of the bags that I currently own don't have that. And I like being able to see what's in it. And this is really well made. It's thick. The plastic is thick. Has a nice little zipper right here. Yeah, I love that. But I almost cried when I opened the package because not only did she send me this one, she sent me all of these. Ah! Look at that! Okay, she sent me a card, and it had her name on it. Her name is Joan. Mama Joan is what her page says. And she wanted me to stress that she will do custom orders, which means, in my opinion, you go find a fabric on eBay or Etsy or the Google or the internets or anything that you want something made out of. You send her a picture and she'll probably be able to find it and make you a bag. Now, here's the different sizes that she makes. I'm not sure what size this is. This is comparable to the size of the So Much to Love, like the bigger bags. Like I think this would fit, it would fit an 8x8 Q-snap. So this is pretty big. Okay, but she sent me this little set where, God, these are so cute. I love that fabric. Look at that. Birds. So this comes in 3 sizes, like small. These are, I love the clear front. Love it. And like I said, the plastic, it's really well made. They are really good quality bags. So she's also sent me a little bit bigger one. This would be good for like holding threads, I would think. Like I work on 11x11 Q-snap. Holding the threads and a pattern and your scissors and your highlighter. Look at this though. Look at that. It's like measuring tape. I love that. I love this. I love these bags. And then she has this kind where it has the button enclosure. Again, really well made. You people are talented on the sewing machine. So the inside looks like that. And like I said, it has the button. And she sent me a really big one with that one too. Same thing. I was floored. I literally almost started crying when I opened the bag because the bag was big and I'm like, wow, that's big for one bag. No. Now, here is some awesome other things that she makes. She sent me this. I love that. Look at that. And it's that Princess Sketches fabric. You know I love this fabric. I have a so much to love bag. But again, and ooh, look at the inside. It's like roses. Yeah. But in addition to that, she also makes the little Ort things. Oh, I love this. I love it. And again, this is really nice, thick, quality, well made. Well made, people. And then, oh my God, I'm going to use this starting tonight. It's like a little tray. You know those plastics like snap trays? She makes those. I'm going to use this tonight. I mean, look at this. These two. This. All those other bags. I was so ecstatic. Mama Joan, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. Now here's her business card. Made by Mama Joan. And then on the back, it says made by Mama Joan, one-of-a-kind handmade goods. I'm going to try to get that to focus. I'll put all the links down below though. Her Etsy store, Facebook page, email. I hope that focused so you can see it. Mama Joan, I can't thank you enough for sending me all of these. These will all be put to use. I love these. People, go to her store. Buy them. She'll do custom orders. That's the greatest thing. Because a lot of people, so much to love, will also do custom orders because they did for me. But a lot of people don't do custom orders. So, thank you again so much. Love those. Oh my God, especially the Doctor Who bag. Oh my God, you saw I had my current project that I'm going to be starting because I had to finish. I had to finish on Saturday. I finished Satsuma Street's Autumn Bird. I ironed it last night and trimmed the fabric because I had a hella piece of big fabric. Yeah! Didn't that turn out so good? So I'm going to get that bad boy framed. As soon as they call me and say Hocus Pocus is ready, I'm just going to take this right up there when I go to pick up Hocus Pocus and get this one framed as well. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So now I have 2 finishes done for the year. Go me, right? I'm going to have some more. I still have 2 months. Yeah, I will have some more finishes. I'm sorry, did not mean to scream. I dropped it and it like rolled behind my cart. Oh my God. I just got crap everywhere. Okay. Before I show you my haul, I am starting the Stitch from Stash, and I think I mentioned it in my last video. Yeah, I was going to start January 1st, but then I found myself buying even more stuff than I normally buy in the past 2 weeks, thinking, oh my God, I only have 2 months to buy stuff. I gotta stop, people. So I said I'm starting November 1st, which is tomorrow. So I'm still been buying. I bought something this morning because, and I'll tell you why. I am starting my rotation since I finished Autumn Bird. I'm going to have a different project every week. The first project I am doing is Bent Creek's Oodles of Autumn, which it'll look like this. Oh my God, couldn't you just die? Look at that fox. Yeah. So I will be stitching it on 32 count Joblin hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie and Melody. Oh my God, look at the little fox head. And then the Q-Snap Grime Guard is from, it's either M. Kissa Creations or Stormborn Boutique, because they're my 2 favorite ones to get Grime Guards from. One of those. So I actually, believe it or not, I started it last night. I went to stitch because these leaves are in the center and they're 4 different colors. The threads called for are Gaston Weeks Dye Works. And I bought all the threads, the overdyes. but I was going to convert some of the threads to Carrie's Creations because I have a crap ton of those. I started to stitch the leaves in different colors and I didn't like it. So I stitched 2 leaves and then I tore it out and it was like friggin' late. So I'm like, okay, I'll be restarting that tonight with all the original colors. I'm not going to convert any colors. I'm keeping the colors. So that's the project starting today. I will work on until next Monday. The next project in line is going to be Satsuma Street's Halloween Cat. Now, I had started this like a while ago when I first started doing videos. And I didn't really care for the fabric I had picked. So all of you know what this looks like, but that's what it looks like. And I actually ordered the fabric that it calls for. It calls for Weeks Dye Works Lavender. And I actually have a piece of that coming. But I think I'm going to use this fabric. That's just marking the center of my fabric. This is a piece of 32 count Joblin hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie in Daybreak. Doesn't that look awesome? Yeah, I think that's going to work really well. And of course I have to have a black cat needle minder. I don't remember who I got that from. Gina? Maybe. And then I have my Grime Guard, the Evil Queens. So that will be the second week. And then the third week is going to be a Christmas piece. Woo-hoo! Because we are heading into Christmas, hurtling towards it. Oh my God, little side note. All the stores now have Christmas stuff in them. Michael's, Walmart. Halloween stuff's on clearance. When I discovered this, it was not Halloween yet. Can we get to Thanksgiving before I see Christmas stuff in the store? Apparently not. So, I'm going to be stitching Lizzie Kate's Snow Love. And this is what it looks like all done together. Now, I did convert one color in this. I bought the Weeks Dye Works. But the blue on the bottom, oh no, it's probably hard. Actually, you can probably see it better on there. See that blue? It is a Weeks Dye Works. I want to say some kind of teal color. But I'm going to be stitching this on. This is a part of my haul. I got my fabrics in from Seraphim Fabrics. And this one is called Ascension. Yeah, I'm going to be stitching it on that. Now, obviously, I don't need this big, giant hella piece for it, so I'll be cutting this down. But I am this is 32 count Lugana, so I'm going to be stitching that on that. But the blue, I didn't really like the blue that the original pattern called for, so I converted it to Carrie's Creation Solitude, which, ooh, liking that color. It's like a bluey purple. It's hard to tell. So that's the third project. And then the final project for the month, because here's what I figure doing 4 projects, 1 project a week. The way I've been stitching, because I've been stitching every single day. Like it only took me 2 weeks to finish that Satsuma Street one, the Autumn Bird. There may be a month where I have 4 finishes. I can't even. Okay, the final project. Oh, I'll have to put a picture up of it. It is from Fiddlesticks. It is the Faith Trust Pixie Dust one, where I'm doing pixie dust all in beads. I did pick my own threads for this one. Did not do the DMC. I will be stitching it on 32 count Joblin from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie in April Showers. Really, really pretty. Because here's the colors. It only calls for 4 colors. Awesome. 2 greens, 2 pinks. Won't that look good up against that? Uh-huh. So, I'll put a picture of what the finished piece will look like here. As you see, they did the word pixie dust in French knots. No. No, no. 800 times. No. Whole lot of nope. No. Instead, because I don't mind beading. I might mind beading after this, though. I got a bunch of rainbow beads. I got like 8 packs of beads from 1-2-3 Stitch and just mixed them all together, and I'm just going to pick at random and do it that way. That's a lot of beads. I didn't know how many I would need. The words pixie dust, that's 9 letters. 9 letters in beads. So that will be interesting because I've never done that much in beads. So that's the 4th week. Okay. So very exciting. Now, don't be sad when I tell you this. After this video, because I'm doing the Stitch from Stash and I won't be having a ton of haul because I'm only going to be having a $25 a month budget, I still am going to have my 4 Fabric of the Month clubs, Under the Sea Fabrics, Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie, Sparklies, and Crafty Kitten. But I won't be having the huge amount of haul I have every week. I can't. I can't do it. And I have like over 100 patterns. I counted. I have 35 pieces of fabric. I have like 20 more pieces of fabric coming, believe it or not. So I'm going to have close to 60 pieces of fabric, like 125 patterns. I mean, come on. You know, even if I had 2 finishes a month, I could stitch for like 5 years. I mean, and not buy anything. Now, what's nice about the $25 a month is it still lets you buy stuff. If I can stick to this, I'm not even going to say if. Me sticking to this will be amazing. I think I will feel better in my mind, in my heart, because I do feel bad about spending all the money. And it's emotional. It's psychological. I have a bad day at work. I feel stressed about things in my family or with myself. I buy. And it's like I have to start getting a handle on just sitting with an emotion, just sitting and just letting it be, not trying to escape it, because that's what happens. Trying to escape it by buying something and making myself feel better, which initially I think I do, but then I get it and I look at all the stuff that I haven't stitched and that I own and the money that I've spent. I mean, just gobs of money. I mean, we want to redo our bathrooms in our house. I mean, just stuff like I have to put stuff in priority. So I'm doing this. I'm going to be accountable to that group on Facebook, the Stitch from Stash group. I have to. I'm going to start eating better. I do. Especially if I have to start battling some sort of cancer. Not playing. I'm not going to be playing anymore. I have to lower my stress level somehow. Work is very stressful. I have to not be working until 11 o'clock at night. I got to make some changes. So anyway, wow, that was a huge tangent. What I was going to say about not being sad is after this video, because I'm not going to have huge haul, because I'm only working on 1 project per week and it probably isn't going to be too much progress. I'm going to try only doing a monthly update. I know a lot of you do that, and it's really nice because I don't mind watching an hour-long video if it's the only one you do in a month. That way I figure if I do an update once a month on the 1st of every month, I can show you all of my fabric of the month, the purchases that I've made with my $25, any framing I've gotten done. I can show you progress on the 4 whips. I mean, I will have a nice meaty video for you versus probably only having 5 or 10 minutes if I do one once a week. So that's what I'm going to try. After this, my next video will be December 1st. So, God, December. I can't even wrap my head around that. Okay. The last thing I have to talk about then is haul. I'm just going to hold up the pile before I show you. Look at that! Yes. Okay, I'm going to do needle minders first. Now, I do have like 1 semi-large order coming from Minding My Minders. I had never ordered from her before, and then I heard she was closing, and good God. I think I only ordered like 5 or 6, so... And it's still, she was having a huge sale, so they were really cheap. So hopefully that's on its way. But you'll see that on December 1st. Okay. The first ones, I had ordered some from Cassie. I had to get this one. I saw that someone, a fox. Look how glittery! And the pink ears, and this is pretty big. This is a pretty big one, but I love it. I should put that on my Oodles of Autumn one. Yeah, I think I might do that. So I got that one. And then I also got 2 more from her. The Harry Potter owl, which I love that. Oh my God. And then this one. Holy hell. The teacups from Alice in Wonderland. And the hat. Yeah. Yeah. Love those. Then, you know my like mini obsession with foxes now? Abby, Bella Stitch. She had a bunch of foxes, and when I got the fox face from her, I had to go get the other ones. Look at them! OMG. Couldn't you just die? So thank you, Abby. And I know all of you know her, but there's her websites and info. And then I got some from Brenda's Minders and More. I had never ordered from her before. Some of these are smaller than it looks like on the site. It's a little bit misleading on the site. I'm going to pull this a little bit closer. Okay. So, I love this one. Kate, the Queen of Starts, had this one. I love that one. Trick or Treat, look at those eyes, and then the coffee cup. Of course I had to get that. Now, the Trick or Treat one is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I don't mind that, but I opened it and I was like, ooh. But, oh yeah, no, that's not her. Never mind. Woo! Okay, so got those. Then, Nifty Needle Nannies. I had never gotten any from her either. Believe it or not, all the needle minders I own, I hadn't ordered from like 3 or 4 companies. Oh my God, this is my favorite needle minder I think that I have. I gasped when I opened up the package. Look at that. It is so shiny. And it's purple. Oh my God, I love it. I totally, utterly love it. Now, I knew I had only ordered 1 needle minder from her. So when this bulky package came, I was like, what is in there? Are you ready? Are you ready? She sent me a bag of candy for Halloween. Julie, thank you so much. Oh, and these 2 free needle minders. Look, a purple spider and like a tombstone thing. Oh my God, I only ordered 1 needle minder, people, and I got all that. I'm going to enjoy that candy today and then start eating better tomorrow, all right? Oh my God, thank you, Julie. Candy. Love candy. Oh my God. So that was awesome. Fabric. I got a bunch of fabric in. I got a piece of Fantasy Dyed Fabrics. Actually, I think I got 2. Where's the other one? I try to keep these in order, but that doesn't always happen. Maybe I did. No, I did get 2. Okay. I'm sorry. I know I'm shaking the table. I don't care. Okay, so I got this one. 32 count Joblin. That'll be good for a Halloween piece, right? Yeah. So I got that. I'm just throwing this stuff on my floor. And then I got like this purple and cream piece. Ooh, look at that one. Yeah. It'll have to call to me what I use these fabrics for. Some fabrics really just scream, oh my God, it's this pattern, do it. But most of them don't. I did get my Demeter's Harvest 32 count Joblin from Die Stitch Love. I really love this one. Look at that. Pretty. Yeah. Love that one. Love her stuff. I ordered 3 more pieces of fabric from her because as of today, it's her last day of taking orders besides her fabric of the month. So I said, well, hell, I need to go get some more fabric from her. And I ordered like some darker pieces for Halloween stuff. I got 2 pieces of fabric from Jewel Clark on eBay. I think we've all gotten pieces of fabric from her. What I love about it is that's the fabric you get. She's got it. I actually got a Silk Weaver fabric, if you can believe that. It's 32 count Joblin and Brandywine. I really like this. It's kind of dark. That's cool. Yeah. Love Joblin. Joblin, favorite can I talk? Favorite fabric of all time. Stitch most of my stuff on that, as you know. And then I also got a 32 count linen, which is Belfast, from Hand Dye Fabrics by Stephanie from her in April Showers. Yeah, I really like this. Pretty. Some kind of springy piece, maybe. Or like a lighter topic Halloween piece. Okay. Now, you all know my love-hate relationship with Picture This Plus. Actually, it's more hate-hate, right? Well, I think the key, and I'm trying to organize this fabric here. I think the key is getting even weave and not linen. So I ordered from 123 Stitch a piece of 32 count Lugana in Murky, and I love it. That screams Halloween. Halloween written all over that. And I liked this so much that I actually ordered a bigger piece. This is only a fat eighth. I ordered a fat quarter because I see some Halloween stuff in my future on that. So that's coming, the fat quarter. Okay, as you saw that one piece, the Ascension that I'm going to stitch the Lizzie Kate on, I got my order in from Seraphim Fabrics. Now, I'd never ordered from them before. They were recommended to me. It took about 5 weeks. I wasn't really thrilled with that because I finally emailed them after three and a half weeks or whatever, and they said, oh, the base fabric was on back order. Why wouldn't you let me know that? I don't get that. So, but I had ordered 3 pieces. Now, I do like these fabrics, but I have one problem with them. The blue one, I didn't really see this issue on it, but I saw it on the other 2. This one is called Aine. It's A-I-N-E. 32 count Lugana. It's very pretty. But can you see that spot up at the top? See that? It looks like the dye like ran or set or something. To me, that's a mistake. Like, I wouldn't have sent that piece of fabric out if I was a fabric dyer. I'm going to be like not being able to use this whole piece of fabric. I'm really funny. I will cut that. I will cut that top off. And I mean, the rest of it's beautiful. But no. I don't know how any of, and there's another spot too. Look, there's a spot over here. See that spot? Yeah, that bugs me. So it took me long enough to get that fabric, so I wasn't going to like email them and say, there are some spots on it. Can you send me more? No. And this one has a pretty big spot. Now, it's called Ginger Spice. And it's kind of modeled anyway. But look, like this right in the center. I don't know. It just, I don't like that. And there's another spot up here. See up here, right here? It's hard to tell with the light, I know. Yeah, so I will probably, and there's a spot like down at the bottom. So I'm probably not going to be using like this whole piece. I like it. It's a nice neutral. But yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. So honestly, I don't think I'll be ordering from them again. But the person that recommended them to me loved their fabrics. And I like the one I'm stitching the Lizzie Kate thing on. And I like the other one I just showed you. I'll just have to cut the top of the fabric off. Yeah. Okay, moving on. I had ordered a grab bag from Pole Stitches because I had never gotten, oh, I'm sorry. I got one more fabric from Seraphim Fabric. Oh, yeah. I got one more fabric from them, and I'll show that. This is a few of my favorite things. And this is pretty. But I think there's a spot, too, on this one. Well, first of all, there's this weirdo blue spot right in, see that dot? Now, I may be being picky, but I was like, I don't know. I think if I was a fabric dyer, I would probably be a perfectionist. Like, I forget whether it's Chromatic Alchemy or Sparklies. One of them showed all of like the cast-offs, and I think they sell them because people will buy them. But like all of the cast-offs that when they dyed the piece, something happened and it didn't turn out. Like a spot like that or something. And they won't sell it. They won't give it to the person that paid money for it. So, okay. I got 3 fabrics from Pole Stitch's Grab Bag. 32 count even weave, which this must be Monaco or Murano because she doesn't carry Joblin in 32 count. I really like these. A purple. It's showing up more gray, but it's like a lilac. They don't have any names on them, so I have no idea like what they are. This one's cool though. Like a purpley green, like that. And then I actually got, which I don't own any white fabric, surprisingly. This would be good for like maybe some kind of Halloween piece. It's like a white with like splotches of tan. Yeah. So one more piece of fabric. I know that like that's not enough, right? I got my Imps Playground in. Oh, 2 more pieces of fabric. I got the Imps Playground in from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. I ordered 32 count Joblin. It was her limited edition fabric for the month of October, which today you can still get it. Today's the last day. I love this fabric. I love it. It's like a greeny purple. I love it. I love it so much. This has Halloween written all over this one too. I love it. It's so beautiful. I got it and I was like, ah. Yeah. Last piece of fabric, another Picture This Plus from 123 Stitch. I normally stitch on 32 count, as you know, but they did not have this in 32 count. I got a piece of Ale 28 count Lugana. I really like it. Nice neutral fabric. Okay, patterns, because I got some of them. And this is already 46 minutes. I knew this would be my longest video ever. Okay, I'm going to save 2 of these patterns till the end because they're like the most awesome ones I got. Let me scoop them to the bottom. Okay. I don't know. I got various orders in. 123 Stitch. I ordered, I don't know. I'm just going to show them. My LNS has this as a model. I actually saw the owner stitching it as Stitch Night once. It is Long Dog Samplers Dawn Chorus. I love this. It's so pretty. And they have a DMC conversion, but you could stitch it all in gentle art. And man, I'm tempted to do that, but whoo, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19 threads. That's probably about $45 in thread. But it might be worth it because that will look awesome in overdyes. So I think I'll do that. That's almost 2 months worth of stitch from stash budget though. But if you finish stuff, you get to add some to your budget. Yeah, I'm going to be having some finishes. Now I'm still going to spend money on framing too, but trust me, spending $25 a month and someone framing is a drop in the bucket compared to what I have been spending. Okay. I also got, because again, Instagram, Facebook, I think I have to avoid social media a tiny bit when I do this stitch from stash. I have no willpower. It's like I see it and I'm just like, gotta have it. Click, click. How do you stop that? I know I'm an adult. I should be able to rein that in, right? Yeah. You know what I'm thinking? And I meant to email Stephanie or send something on the board. Maybe we need to have a sponsor. And I'm not trying to make light of anything. You know how Alcoholics Anonymous and stuff, they have sponsors? Like if you're in trouble and you think you're going to buy something or you're going to take a drink, you contact this sponsor. It doesn't have to be a phone number, like an email, a Facebook message. Maybe we should be paired with someone. That's an idea. But I got this. The Cricut Collections 3 Gables. Oh my God, I love that. And of course, I got the threads, the overdyed threads for it. I didn't get the buttons. 123 Stitch didn't have the buttons, so When I go to stitch that, I'll have to get the buttons. Now, I blame this on McKenna. Every stitch counts. The Barbara Anna New World. I had no interest in this when I first saw it. But what did I go and do after I joined her group and saw everybody's progress? I'm fanning them out so you can... I went to Creative Poppy and bought all 5. Now, I saved myself a tiny bit of money because on 123 Stitch, they were each $8.99. And on Creative Poppy, they were only $5.99. And you get to the PDF. So, yeah, we all know what they look like. This is the Night of All Fears. Obviously, that's probably my favorite one. The Plentiful Meadows, which is like a farm. Deep in the Woods, which I love this one too. Oh my God, I love that fox. A Visit to Town. Now, I'm tempted when I do these, and then Over the Seas. Oh my God, these are so awesome. They stitched these on 5 different pieces of fabric. I'm tempted to stitch them on 5 different pieces of fabric and somehow send it to like Jill Rensel and have her mat it and have them all framed in one big frame. Wouldn't that look cool? Yeah. You know how long it's going to take me to stitch all 5 of them? Oh my God. Okay. I also got, because I've been eyeing this one forever, Plum Street Samplers Toil and Trouble. Love that. And all the threads for it. Overdyes. Yep, because you know I got a hell of a lot of fabric. So the more I have kitted up, the more I can do. I also got some patterns from Etsy. I'm trying to get them in order here. I don't have any of this in order. There's a designer called Stitchery Stitch. Oh my God, you guys, there are some people that are going to love this one. I forget how I found her because people keep sending me links and say, hey, have you seen this person? Stop sending me stuff like that. You need to stop. Look at this bookshelf. Oh my God, I love to read. Yeah. And they have this like in 4 different colorways on the site. I got like the pink, purple, orange, but they had like teal and purple, yellow and green, a whole bunch. So yeah, on Etsy, Stitchery Stitch. I will link all this down below so you guys can go too. And I got another pattern. I'm going to have to insert a picture. It's by the Elfin Forest. And I'm pretty sure it's called All Hallows Inn. And here's a picture of the completed piece. Yeah! That only calls for, I'm looking at the pattern, it only calls for 4 colors. Loving that! And I got 2 patterns from Evermore Embroidery. I think she's a new designer because she only has like 4 patterns in her Etsy store. But this one, holy hell, people. Halloween wreath. Look at that. Look at the witch who's kind of like standing on the leaf with the bubbling cauldron. I love that. Yeah. She had that. And then she had... you probably hear my dog snoring. I've found my last couple of videos. I can hardly hear my dog snoring when I'm recording. But it really picks it up and everyone hears it. And I'm like, holy hell. Yuletide Sampler. Instead of me stitching the big red ship, which that is not happening, this will be my big red ship. Yeah. Christmassy. Pretty. And then I got another pattern from the Elfin Forest, and I have to insert a picture here. A mermaid one. I don't even know what it's called. Here's a picture of it. Yeah, love that one. How to Be a Mermaid Fair. Now, they have the word shining spelled with 2 N's. It's only 1 N, right? Shining? Yeah, I think so. So I might change that. Maybe. Okay, now, last week I showed you this pattern from the Draw on Thread, Simply Autumn. I saw it at my LNS. They had the model up. I loved it. Now, when I was putting this away last week, I flipped it over and I saw this. Oh my God. They have all 4 of the seasons all stitched together. So what do you think I did? Now, 1, 2, 3 Stitch only had 3 of them. So I ordered, no, they only had 2 of them. They had spring and winter. And then I got on notification to when summer comes in. I have to stitch that like that. Look at that. I flipped that over and I said, oh, damn it. I still have more patterns. I am coming to the end though. I'm looking because I got a pattern from Rivaris. Witch. Because we know I'm a witch. Easy. Love that. A lot of black. I also got Plum Street Samplers, the Addams Family, because I love it. I love that house. I love the people. I especially love the woman with her funky hair. Yeah. Stitch from Stash, people. I think I have a ton to stitch. I got Jardin Privé Happy Halloween Night because I'm obsessed with Halloween. We all know this. I can't even. I could have my whole house filled with Halloween stuff. And because I am easily succumbed, like I said on Instagram, excuse me, there's a couple people stitching this. Emily, somebody else. And I've never owned a Blackbird Designs pattern. Away we ride. Yeah. Love that border. Holy hell. Yeah. So got that. And believe it or not, 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Well, let me do this one first. This is called Stitches Through Time. I think this is a fairly new designer. This one's called Ghostly Encounters. This just really caught my eye on Down Sunshine Lane's website. Look at that candelabra. Look at the spiders. Yeah. Got that. Gotta have a whole pile of shit to put away. 1, 2, 3 Stitch, believe it or not, still has some Prairie Moon patterns. Not like the really sought after ones, but they had 2 that caught my eye, so I got them. I think this is called Niwala Ceremonial Rug. Look at that. Love that orange. Isn't that cool? Very cool. Got that one. And then because my grandmother plays bingo, and as a kid, I went with her every Friday for, God, 8 years, something like that. This one's called Get Up and Run. And it's a bingo card. A Halloween bingo card. Look at that. Yeah, I will stitch that. She's still living, but I will stitch that and think of her. Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, how did I never see that? Now, the last 3 things I purchased. You all know I have been looking for Prairie Moons to follow you. I am not content. Someone contacted me that watched my video. Her name is Zara Klee. Zara, thank you so much. She had the pattern in pristine condition for $25, including shipping. So I got it. All the way from Australia. And it came in the mail on Saturday. Now, you also all know that I normally mark on the original pattern. Ooh, not doing it for this one. Not for a $25 pattern. I'll be making a working copy. So I got that. And you also all know that I've been looking for the Book of Spells by Good Housewife. That pattern? Ridiculous spending, ridiculous prices. I put a post on Stitch Mania that said I was in search of it. Not for a ridiculous price. I finally negotiated with someone. Now, when I tell you what I spent, it is still the most expensive pattern I've ever bought. And I for sure will be making a working copy. I paid $50, including shipping. I'm telling you this. There's another pattern that I like, and I don't care. It's out of print. It is, I saw it on Instagram. The winter sampler from, it's like a deer and an alphabet around it. Winter sampler. Who the hell is the designer? It's not Blackbird Designs. I don't know who it is. I want that pattern, but I'm not doing it. So, yeah. Woo-hoo. Yeah. And she sent me this really lovely card with it. So I was very happy about that. The last thing that I bought. I'm just going to hold it up. I don't even have to say anything. Kingdom of Books. Now, this came in a week from Russia. I was stunned. So, I saw Deborah Fassler's progress. Oh my God. So yeah, that was all that I have. I think that was enough, don't you? My whole friggin' floor is piled with shit now. Okay. So again, keep me in your prayers this week on Thursday for my biopsy. And I will see you guys on December 1st. So happy stitching, happy stashing. And for those doing Stitch from Stash, I'm with you. We're going to do this. Until next time, I'll see you.